tonight's conversation, Lauren, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, or maybe the guy who's dancing in the room wearing neon boots and standing next to Paul Heyman right now, because after what we saw at WrestleMania and what followed tonight on Monday Night Raw, it is time for the real adult conversation about Seth freaking Rollins. This will include no screaming. This will include no tribalism. This is just real talk. Is Seth Rollins the best wrestler in the entire world right now? And more importantly, if he's not the best wrestler, somebody needs to step up and explain to me why. So let's rewind 72 hours, okay? SmackDown Friday. We head into WrestleMania weekend being told by Seth Rollins exactly what he's going to do. He's going to become the soul of the industry. He tried to warn Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. He tried to warn CM Punk of what was to come, but nobody listened, okay? So then we fast forward to Saturday, where Seth Rollins comes out in all of his glory and puts on possibly the best match of WrestleMania weekend, culminating in Paul Heyman turning on his tribal chief, turning on his best friend, CM Punk, and ultimately Seth Rollins comes out victorious in what most people are calling the best main event of WrestleMania. Now, last night or tonight, however, whenever you're watching this, right? Seth Rollins comes out to say his piece, to take his mantle as the self-proclaimed greatest wrestler alive. And what happens, Lauren? He's attacked by Roman Reigns. He's attacked by Seth Rollins. And in true Seth Rollins fashion, he had a plan. We now have Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman's aligned in what appears to be a very well-oiled machine of madness. Lauren, Seth Rollins not just winning matches right now, he's winning the moments. This is, to me, this is a real conversation. But here's my question for our casual family. If Seth Rollins isn't him, then who is, right? And I don't mean just throw out any name that you could say. I mean, you got to prove it to me. You have to come with statistics, because as far as what I'm looking at, Seth Rollins has carried Monday Night Raw on his back for years. He has given match of the night performances, PLE after PLE after PLE. He has evolved his character nonstop, going from the Messiah of Monday nights to the Joker to the Architect to whatever the fuck the Drip Lord era was, right? Yeah. But we've seen it all from Seth Rollins, and now we have found him back in the place where I love him the most, the bad guy, the heel. This is where Seth Rollins thrives. This is where Seth Rollins is the top guy. And to me, I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just trying to stir the pot. I want to see the magic happen. I want to see the other names that people try to throw around, because I'll throw around a few. I'll get the party started here. Look, let's talk about Roman Reigns, right? Our tribal chief. Throw your one up. Throw your one up, right? Respect to the tribal chief. But lately, it's feeling more like the sporadic chief. I don't know when he's showing up. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what's next. We've seen him laid out on the ground quite a bit these last couple of weeks, and we saw Braun Breaker spear his ass straight through the barricade, something that we did not have on our bingo card for a post-WrestleMania Monday Night Raw. He's had a hell of a run these last 5 years, but the reality is the flame may be going out with Roman Reigns. So let's talk about Kevin Owens, somebody who I have argued notoriously for in months past. Technically, I don't even think he gets to be in the conversation right now because he's on the IR list. He's injured. He's not available. But KO, to me, a guy who I've notoriously said is the greatest wrestler in the industry, I like him because he's an all gas, no brakes kind of guy. Every night he's going to give you 100%. He is 10 out of 10 in every category. He does not take days off. The problem is, I think Seth Rollins might be 11 out of 10 in a couple of these categories.
Dang.
When Seth Rollins locks in, the only thing that I've ever accused Seth Rollins is I feel like when he's not engaged, when he's not interested, he takes some days off. He phones it in. He sings to the crowd, right? When Seth Rollins is locked in, I don't know that you can argue anybody's better. I'm interested to hear the names. Let's talk about Cody Rhodes, right? Love the guy. Have no problem. I had somebody ask me before the show, wait, we're all hating Cody Rhodes? No, we're not hating Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is just a great hero, right? He needs to chase after the title. John Cena is the best thing that has happened to Cody Rhodes. But we can't write best wrestler on somebody who needs the bad guy.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes needs the villain to feel complete. He is WWE's top hero, but he is not the world's best wrestler. He is not better than Seth in the ring. He's not better on a microphone than Seth Rollins, and he's not better at keeping things fresh. I'm sorry. Prove me wrong. You know, we can talk about CM Punk because that's a name that's going to get thrown out here. Mm-hmm. And you know I love chaos, right? I love the chaos. And CM Punk, walking headline. Everything he does is going to get picked up by the wrestling media world, and they're going to talk about it. But from the perspective right now that I'm looking at, CM Punk looks more like a puppet in the Seth Rollins play than he looks like the main actor in WWE. And this was clearly all by the design of Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. And last, I think we have to talk about John Cena, right? He's the big bad guy right now. He's the one who's got the main spotlight on him. But this tends to be where Seth Rollins shines the most, is when somebody is trying to take the spotlight, Seth Rollins steps up. I get it. John Cena's polarizing. He's the big Thanos right now. He's the ultimate bad guy. But John Cena feels to me right now to be more of Tom Brady with the Buccaneers, less Tom Brady with the Patriots. It's all psychological at this point for John Cena, right? He's playing mind games with the crowd. If you're expecting John Cena to come out and put on 5-star matches, you're not understanding what this story is ultimately about with John Cena. But that to me, when you lay it out, you want storytelling, Seth Rollins delivers. You want athleticism? Guess what? Seth Rollins can give you that. You want promo work? The man can talk with fucking glitter glasses on, right?
Definitely.
He can wear the most odd things in the world, and still he gets over with the crowd. And you want legacy. We're talking stone cold real legacy. Seth Rollins has stacked that up moment after moment, from the heist to the Shield turn to what we saw at this WrestleMania. The moments have stacked up for Seth Rollins. And right now, currently, as the roster stands on both AEW and WWE, it's a hard conversation to be had. So like I'm saying, tell me who it is. If it's not Seth Rollins, tell me who is it. And don't just name drop, because I'm not gonna allow you to just come here and be disrespectful. Make your case. State your case. Give me a name. Give me the resume. Give me the relevance. Give me the receipts. Give me why they wear the crown that Seth Rollins, I believe, is currently holding. So drop it in the comments. Tag me in the Discord. Let me know who is him in your book, and tell me why I'm wrong without screaming, because we're not going to allow negativity right here. It's all civil discourse. And here's the big one. If you don't have Seth Rollins in your top 5, then I really want to hear from you, because you're going to need to bring me a PowerPoint presentation, because I'm going to need more than just a hot take. If he's not top 5 on your list, that to me is going to be a big problem. Who would you say? Now, I've made my case. But who is the king of the industry right now?
From like what you said?
No, just in general. Just off the top of your head, who would you say is the king of the industry, or queen? Who is the biggest wrestler in the world?
I mean, so originally I would have said Roman Reigns.
Sure.
But, I mean, I'm still stunned by what happened this weekend that Seth Rollins pulled that off. And like you said, I've known him through so many different like eras, and I'm just like a casual wrestler, not even know all of them. Yeah. But there's still like layers to him. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to crown him. I'm going to crown him right there with you.
He is that guy. Seth Rollins is that guy.